welcome back. Europe threatening Poland with massive fine for not accepting refugees. Now we see the plan behind the Euro one nation, the failed European social experiment that we've all been screaming about for a decade, but it is now too obvious to denounce. EU threatening to fine Poland nearly $2 billion if they do not accept refugees by September. A new dictatorship from Merkel. From the independent UK, Poland will not be accepting a single refugee because there is no mechanism that would ensure safety, the most powerful politician in the country has said. Jarosław Kaczynski is the leader of Poland's ruling Law and Justice, the PIS party. PIS takes a nationalist right-wing stance on most issues, vocally opposing EU plans to house and feed refugees fleeing the Syrian civil war and other humanitarian crises. In a political broadcast published on YouTube, he said, "After recent events connected with the acts of terror, Poland will not be accepting refugees because there is no mechanism that would ensure security. The European Union has recently suggested that countries should be asked to accept a quota of refugees or pay $250,000 for each asylum seeker they turn away." How do they, it blows me away how they're able to brainwash the population, the native white population in Europe, first to hate itself, and then give everything they've built to others, and then claim that others built it. It truly is strange. And when people talk about Stockholm Syndrome, we see it in Sweden, right in Stockholm. It's funny, Stockholm Syndrome, and you see it right in Sweden, in Stockholm. They're nuts. They're out of their damn minds and suicidal, and they will bring about their own destruction. It is truly unfortunate that France voted the way they did. However, by Marine Le Pen ending up in second place with a 36%, should supplant her victory in 2020. Or is it 2022? Anyways, well, look what young Obama thought the American dream should be. In his unpublished law school papers, young Barry thought a good example of the American dream was Donald Trump. Well, that's Barack Obama's real name, isn't it, Barry? An excerpt from one of former President Barack Obama's previously unpublished law school papers revealed he believed the American dream was to be like Donald Trump, although he called such a goal unfounded optimism. At age 29, Obama wrote a paper with friend Robert Fisher titled Race and Rights Rhetoric. In his last year at Harvard Law School, an excerpt of the paper was published in a biography of Obama's early life, titled Rising Star, The Making of Barack Obama, Vice reported Friday. Obama had written that the average American mindset can be summed up in one sentence: "I may not be Donald Trump now, but just you wait. If I don't make it, my children will." So first they love him, then he takes over, and now they hate him. He criticized such an idea, however, as the unfounded optimism of the average American, arguing that this continuing normative commitment to the ideals of the individual freedom and mobility may be summarily dismissed as such optimism. So Donald Trump is like the jock in high school. I know, like, I can't say I was a jock and I can't say I was a nerd. I guess I was just somewhere in between. But I did notice the have-nots always hated the haves. I did notice, like, the nerds and people that maybe weren't that popular or weren't that good with people and stuff like that, didn't have a girlfriend, they hated the people that did. And I think that's a perfect example of what Donald Trump represents to these people, is that they have, or he has what they want. He is who they want to be. People hate what's better than them. It's always been that way. ABC faces major backlash after canceling Tim Allen's show. Conservatives and fans of Tim Allen are calling for a boycott of ABC for canceling the fan favorite show. And this just goes to show that they don't care about money, because the show was actually doing quite well and they canceled it. Just like Jay Leno, who was #1 before he got fired, came out against Barack Obama, so they fired him for it. They couldn't care less about the money. They have an unlimited supply. They print the damn money. From Heat Street, it's TV Upfront Week, which means major network cancellations are being announced left, right, and center. But the liberal ABC television network's decision to axe Tim Allen's hit Friday night comedy, The Last Man Standing, has caused consternation among fans who suspect the highly rated multi-camera sitcom has been nixed primarily because of Allen's right-of-center political beliefs. The show was ABC's second most watched comedy this season, with 8.1 million viewers, only behind Modern Family. Deadline Hollywood, which broke the news of the cancellation, reported that The Last Man Standing was hitting ratings highs in its 6th season. That is really not very many views. 8.1 million viewers is nothing. Underground Media reaches probably 100 million. Many viewers of the show think that the decision is being made by liberal ABC, owned by Disney, primarily because the series is about unshamedly conservative character Mike Baxter, played by a conservative actor. Allen told Jimmy Kimmel in March that living in Hollywood right now was compared to being in Nazi Germany. I am furious, from Vicky Malice. I am furious. Just heard ABC canceled Last Man Standing. My husband and I love that show and Tim Allen. We will boycott ABC. ABC, you are effing liars. Last Man Standing is one of the most honest shows on TV, with real-life lessons for teens and families. Boycott. ABC is now dead to me, and we will all boycott you. Cancelled. Last Man Standing, for no reason but political. It is so refreshing to see that there's still strength in America and the West. There's strength there, and it will swell. As we've seen, the shift of political power is up to us.